A 2016 article from The Atlantic reads, "A few months ago, I asked my husband why he wasn't on Instagram. I didn't inquire because he's some kind of social media maven. The man has 83 Twitter followers. But because I had noticed my feed, albeit a highly unrepresentative sample of the universe, was skewing predominantly female. I don't know," he said. "I have no interest." "Then how is everyone going to know what a great life you're leading?" I asked half jokingly, referring to the fact that Instagram is a popular tool for constructing an eye candy confection of "look at how awesome my existence is." The modern husband. This is a quote from an article from The Atlantic called "Why Are More Women Than Men on Instagram?" And after the reading, it continues, "As it turns out, our household is a microcosm of the gender gap and demographics on the photo sharing site." And skip, according to the April's 26 data from Comscore, a company that measures internet traffic, 42% of Instagram's 108 million unique visitors were male, while 58% were female. And double-digit disparity held consistent over the last year. Now check this quote. "Instagram gives you the power," let me make sure you can see that. "Instagram gives you the power to modify your appearance in a way that's practically on par with makeup and other beauty products." So what they're basically alluding to here is that Instagram is giving you the ability to create a commercial for your life. Just like the commercials that you see on television for makeup and other beauty products, you have the ability to have a commercial for your life. And that's one of the reasons why I'm running this Instagram on the top here, because I just want you to see everything in this. It is basically a commercial for how awesome her life is, right? Now, we're going to get to that, but I'm going to show you a survey. This is a survey from, it's called techcrunch.com, and it was a survey on the UK online watchdog. I think it's called, let me see if I can get the name of it. It's called Ofcom, and they are warning, the usage of social media. But this is a survey of 6,000 Brits, and what's more important to me in terms of outside of that, because that's, you can't really judge the danger part of it, but you can judge the stats. And they surveyed 6,000 Brits, and they asked 6,000 Brits about their usage patterns. And the first thing that jumps off the page is that Ofcom found that women are likely to spend more than a quarter of their waking hours online, more than a half an hour each day more than men. 4 hours, 11 minutes to 3 hours and 46 minutes. Now here it gives a breakdown of which people, who use what apps more. And so you can see Facebook is relatively even. The men's skews female a little bit more. YouTube is basically even, 51 to 49%. WhatsApp, I don't use that, so I guess people, whatever. But Instagram jumps out, 54% to 46%. Twitter, LinkedIn's roughly even, and then Pinterest, okay. And then TikTok again, 55% to 45%, a 10% disparity. And so you see in the primarily photo slash movie apps, or movies for what you're doing, sell your lifestyle apps, they skew much heavily towards the female audience. Many more users, in the order of 10%. Well, for Instagram is 8% disparity. For TikTok, it's a 10% disparity on the users using those apps. And this points to what was said in the article, that is a vehicle for a lot of young women to create their life. Now, as I'm running this TikTok, this Instagram above me, I'm going to tie this back to Tia Mowry. And that would bring us to the Busset Challenge. So this was a trend. I don't follow enough social media to know when it was, but it was a thing. It was a big thing, right? And I bring that up, tying this up to Instagram and TikTok usage with this excerpt from interview that Tia Mowry was having with E Online, right? And in this article, she was quoted as saying, "It's not that I'm scared to try. I'm not allowed to try. Let's say that." The family reunion actress said, clarifying that her husband, Cory Hardrict, wouldn't be too thrilled by the racier moves. My husband would be like, for real? And she continues, she's making do, however, by creating a PG version of the Busset Challenge set to Erica Banks' song Busset. The Busset Challenge is very sexy, but I switched it up. But he didn't know, Tia explained. So when he had me shooting, or when he saw me shooting with the kids and he heard the music, he was like, no, what are you doing? I was like, Cory, I'm doing the mom version. Now, I find this very interesting because even with him as a husband disapproving of her still doing this challenge, it still meant enough to her that she wanted to continue doing it. And so I let you see it. This is what she was doing after this is Tia Mowry on the right after, the divorce, after the separation, when she had the full freedom to do what she wanted to do. Now, we see in the Busset Challenge, as a husband, he just didn't want his wife doing this. Now, I'm not saying that that's the reason why they broke up. I don't know what the reason is. But what I can tell you is that the ability to do this on Instagram meant a lot to her. It means a lot to her. And you can pull up any of her social media and you can see that being on social media it means something to Tia Mowry. And that's why I say it's the modern husband. Social media, the attention from social media is the new husband. It is. The new husband is social media. It's the likes. Everything that you're seeing on here is all about how I want the validation. I want people to look at me. I want to be the center of attention. I want that attention. I need it. I want those hearts. I want those likes. This is the modern husband. Social media. And one mere man cannot compete against this. And so we can say he's controlling or whatever, but bottom line is, decent guy that does what he has to do to get his act together, you just don't want your wife online doing this. And so when it comes to choosing which do I want, a man that's gonna be, my husband, making decisions for the family or whatnot, or social media, I think in a way it's kind of obvious what she chose. Tia Mowry chose social media, and now she's at 11 million followers, and more people than there ever can see that she's living a life that is envious and people want to see it. So that's just the way things work now. That's just the new normal, the new modern husband. Social media is here. And if you're a guy and you're trying to compete with that by imposing some kind of rules or standards on your wife, you are dealing with something that you can't really compete with. So with that, guys, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to like, subscribe. I want you to comment down below and tell me if you think that indeed social media has become the modern husband and the modern boyfriend, and we've evolved past, simple, normal relationships to a man and a woman.